Hi, I'm Lua Hancock, Vice President of Campus Life and Student Success at Stetson. I wanted to chat with you as students and parents just for a few minutes. First of all, we made it through the academic year. It's been an intense learning laboratory which brought us loss, deep challenge, and space for new ideas and deep learning. I have never been so proud to be part of this Hatter community. The students, faculty, and staff were resilient and creative, and I'm in awe of what they accomplished. This year, we kept safety and learning central to all of our decisions. And this week, we're happy to now be in Tier 3. We will have to watch, like we have in the past, the progression of our community health, but we cannot wait to be back in the fall with live classes and programming. We have never closed, and we're open this summer too. Students are here living on campus, and you can contact us if you need anything at all. Financial aid questions, advising questions, and you can take summer classes. We have summer classes that start on May 17th and another set of classes that will start in mid-June. One example that we have coming up to assist you is some FAFSA webinars. Many of you haven't filed your FAFSA yet because you're waiting for your 2020 taxes. Please be reminded that your FAFSA will actually go off of your 2019 tax returns, so go ahead and get that in. If you've been affected by COVID, please feel free to turn in a financial aid form that you'll find on our financial aid page. We have some upcoming webinars on May 19th about understanding your award, on May 26th about career and professional development, and on June 2nd about student employment, so keep an eye out for those. I want to end with some words from the people who make our campus magical, our students. I asked some student leaders what they've learned about themselves and about being a leader this year. Some of their answers are simple, but they're deeply profound. So let each one of these from our 6 Hatters sink in. First, from Grace James, a focus orientation leader and a member of SGA. My biggest leadership lesson this year was learning how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, which requires facing the fear of failure and acknowledging uncertainty. From Colleen McCarthy, a sports supervisor, captain, who just graduated last weekend, my biggest leadership lesson I learned this year was to lead with compassionate understanding, because you never know what someone's going through. And the biggest thing I learned about myself this year is that I can push past what I think I'm capable of, and it leads to achieving great things. From Mumal Jatoy, an RA on campus, my biggest leadership lesson this year was finding the balance between school and work so I had more energy to help others. From Ari Mata, the president pro temp of SGA, the biggest thing I learned about myself this year is that you can be a strong and decisive leader and still seek out advice and help when you need it. From Chris Walker, a focus leader, a Hollis Center manager on SGA and Honor Council, the biggest thing I learned about myself was how to be confident with who I am. And lastly, from Bailey Piner, who also graduated last year, involved with Wesley and Homecoming and Phi Alpha Delta, the biggest thing I learned about myself this year was to reshape my own idea of community. Obviously, this year was different than in the past with changes to school, events, and gatherings. This year redefined community for me. Community is the people you help along the way and the advisors you rely on, the peers you admire. Community withstands isolation and the distance imposed upon us this year. It's refined my understanding of what being someone else's person means. Before I would have said a friend, but now I say a stranger who I befriended at senior toast, a friend who checks in on others, a classmate that tells you you're unmuted on Zoom and everyone can hear you eating chips. Some of these tiny interactions would have gone unnoticed pre-isolation, and they're now the highlights of my understanding of humanity, the kindness of strangers. Community is all of us, quietly spreading compassion and strength to help each other in the struggle of a tough year. We are each other's strength. We are each other's community. I cannot wait to have you back in the Hatter Nation, either this summer or in the fall. We stand ready to help you with anything you need this summer. You can always contact us. You can contact me. And with any questions you don't know where to send them, please feel free to email us at studentsuccess@stetson.edu. Go Hatters.